This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. All right, Pisces, so let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you, Pisces, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces for their highest good. Wow. All right, so you have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Oh my gosh, I love this card. Every time I get this card, I know that my children, my family are protected. You know, you are being protected. Just know that you have angels, little angels up there, always watching over you, protecting you. You have staying focused. Hold the course. Yes, stay focused, okay? Don't lose, don't get down or anything like that. You just hold the course and stay focused on things. Wow, very nice. All right, here we go. So, Pisces, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Oops, sorry. Let's see. See if I can get it like that. There you go. All right. This is for Pisces for their highest good. One for the current. One for the situation. One for the past or now. One for the what's hidden. For the, wow, for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. One for the what you need to work on. And the outcome. All right. All right, you guys. So let's see. Oh, okay. And then at the end of the card, you have this Judgment card. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So you do have, you start off with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about, you know, a cycle coming to a close. You know, the wheel is turning in your favor. Things are going to get better. Yeah, your luck is changing for the better. For the situation, you really need to start using your intuition. They're asking you to use your intuition, to trust yourself in everything that you're doing. Okay. And the Six of Pentacles is here. For the past or now, I feel like you could be receiving some kind of abundance, or, you know, maybe you're helping people or helping somebody. Also, I feel you do have the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is talking about being compassionate, loving, you know, trusting your intuition and really taking care of yourself, Pisces. You really need to start taking care of yourself, because you have this card here. You have the you have the Four of Swords here. Hold on, you guys. I just heard my phone. All right. And then you have the Four of Swords down here. Really rest. Start resting, okay? I feel like you really need to rest. I feel like you're very busy, and I feel like you just need to start resting more, taking care of yourself more. You have the Devil card for what you need to do now, and the Devil card is talking about that, you know, maybe you're going back to the same old patterns and not moving from there, but we'll see what the cards say, okay, because it might be opposite. You have the World card here. The World card is talking about that there is a new cycle coming in, because you did have this Wheel of Fortune here, so it's a fresh start. Something new is coming in, so it's nice. I like that. And then you have the Temperance card here. The Temperance is, wow, you have a lot of, I'm looking at all the major arcana here. You do have the Temperance card here. Temperance card is talking about, you know, you keeping everything balanced, you know, your emotions, you know, everything, you know, your home, your home, you know, your home, your work, everything, your kids, everything. You just need to keep everything, try to keep everything balanced and be calm. I feel like you're very divinely guided also, because you do have a lot of divine here, and you do have this card here. So you are also on the right path, but you also, you're very divinely guided. All right, so let's see what's going on, Pisces. Take what resonates with you. Leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Spirit. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Oh. All right, so, wow, okay. So you have the, you do have the Knight of Swords here. Okay, so a cycle is ending, right? Things are going to start getting calmer and your luck is changing for the better. But you also have the Knight of Swords here. The Knight of Swords is talking about, you're rushing things, like you're moving too fast. You're moving too fast on decisions. I feel like you need to start creating something, putting your plans in order to start, so that you can, create it and move towards it. I feel like you're stand strong, but they're asking you not to rush into anything more. Like, don't rush into your decisions. Really pay attention to things. You do have the King of Wands here also, and the King of Wands is talking about. The King of Wands is talking about, him being an entrepreneur, him driving towards success that he wants, him putting things in order. They're asking you to just go with the flow. Let everything come in and stop being impatient. Impatient. And start putting everything that you need to do in order. Like, try not to do so much that it's like overbearing for you, because I feel like you are trying to do this and you're trying to do that, but you're very tired. I feel like you're very overwhelmed by everything, and you just really need to be careful with that. Okay, I feel like you need to just go with the flow and just not rush into anything, especially decisions. You have the High Priestess here, and why is the High Priestess here for Pisces? Wow. Wow. Good, good, good. You're using your inner power, so I feel like you are trusting your intuition, so it's good. Really trust yourself, okay? I feel like you're being with friends and family, and you're celebrating, and you're being happy, being supported by a lot of people also, which is very nice. And I feel like you're moving forward. I feel like you need to take control, though, of everything that's going on, because you have a lot going on in your life right now, and you need to start taking control of things, okay? Like, really schedule it out more, because you're feeling very tired. You yourself are getting affected by everything that you're doing, but you're definitely moving forward. I also feel like you could be moving resident to resident, Pisces. I also feel like you could be traveling very soon. Wow. And I do feel like there is success here. Very nice. You do have the Six of Pentacles here. Six of Pentacles is saying that, maybe you're being very generous, and, maybe you're giving way too much of your time. Maybe you're doing too much, you guys. Okay. So really take it easy. Try to balance everything out. Okay. There's a point to where you're very nice, but there's also a point where, you can be overly nice. So be careful with that. You have the Queen of Cups here. Why is the Queen of Cups here? One more card. Wow. Wow. Okay. So I feel like you're really tired. You feel like there are times that you feel like, you want to give up. I feel like there are times also too that, you've been hurt through something. Something's been going on and you feel hurt about it. You feel disappointed. You feel like, like there's not going to be enough money for everything that you want or create. But I feel like you need to just trust yourself and know that this is just temporary, okay? To use your intuition, because you also have the Moon card here, which is your card, Pisces. To trust yourself. You may not see clearly or see that everything, that you have the resources for everything, but you will, but you just need to trust yourself, to use your intuition, and to know that this is just going to be temporary, okay? I also feel for some of you guys, I feel like you're alone. Like, some of you guys feel alone, like you're by yourself. I feel like there are times that you don't see things clearly either. That, you may be alone and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know what's going to happen, And they're saying that, you know, it's just really temporary, that you're going to start seeing, you know, what you need to do next. But, you know, maybe you need to pray about it. Maybe you need to, you know, have faith, more faith. Um, but really take care of yourself, Pisces. Okay. You have the Four of Swords here. And why is the Four of Swords here? Wow. Very, very, very nice. So you do have the Knight of Wands here. You start off with the Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords here, I feel like I said, you know, you need to rest. You know, you need to take it easy. You know, really, really rest, you guys, as you're doing a lot. I feel like you're working very hard. You know, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. You know, you've been trying to do everything, and it's okay to do everything, but it's like you're doing way too much. It's time for you to rest. Okay, really, it's really, really time to rest. And I feel like, you know, you're really working hard, and you know, you want to achieve what you want, and you will, but you just really need to start taking time to rest also. And then you have the Knight of Wands here. You know, you're moving very fast. You know, things are going to start moving very fast. You're moving very fast. Really give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to rest, because you need it. Okay. And then you have the Devil card here. And why is the Devil card here? For Pisces. Wow. Whew, okay. So, so you do have the Devil card here. You know, you could be feeling like maybe you could be feeling stuck, or you could be feeling like, or maybe you're going back to like the same patterns over and over and over. But I feel like you're moving from that. I feel like you really need to start speaking about what you need to speak about. Like, speak what's on your mind. Because I feel like at times you feel like you got to go do this, you got to go do that, but you know, you're the one that's doing it, and nobody else is helping you. And I feel like you feel like you want to speak your mind, but you're afraid to. And I feel like you need to. I feel like at times, you know, you do feel stuck. You do feel like you're doing everything for everyone, because you're very tired. I could tell that you are. Speak your mind, okay? Stand up for yourself. Speak your mind. Speak what you want to speak. Speak about the truth, what you want to do, okay? What you know, with your significant other, really start doing that. I feel like you could be receiving some kind of messages also coming in. I feel like there is abundance here. I feel like there's a new fresh start coming towards you also, which is definitely, they're just right now they're telling you to stay the course, just keep focusing, but to rest, to take it easy, okay? Because you need that. And I do feel like you are on the right path also. But you really need to start speaking your mind about what it is that you want to change. You have the World card here. And why is the World card here? Wow, okay. So there is this new path that you're on, but you know, it's almost as if it's like the world is turning. There's a new path coming through for you, which is very nice. Love it, love it. But you still hold on to this Five of Cups, this regret, you know, this anger that you're still holding on to. You know, it's not good for you. You know, you're missing opportunities because you still hold on to that regret. Maybe there are things that haven't turned out the way you wanted it, or, you know, maybe it's hard for you to let go, whatever it is, you know, the regret is. I feel like you need to start trusting yourself and just keep moving forward and let go of the past. Let go of those decisions that you've made in the past, regardless of what they are, because this is a new path that you're on. But, you know, there's also missed opportunities here that you're missing because you're so into, you know, not really seeing things because you're very overwhelmed, you're very tired. Yeah, you're doing everything that you want, but you have something to say. You have something you want to speak about. You have something to let go of, and that's this. And you need to do it, okay? You really do, because you're in the same vibration, same thing, you know. You know, you're not having enough time for yourself. You're not resting. You're not sleeping. You feel sad. You feel disappointed. You know, and you really need to try to let that go, because there are opportunities around you. They're asking you to really rest. You're exhausted. You're exhausted about everything that has been happening, everything that has been going on in your life. You're very exhausted. You need to rest. It's time, okay? And then you have the Temperance card here. The Temperance is talking about, why is the Temperance here for? One more card. You are also going through a huge change because you have the Judgment card here. So just know there. I feel like there is a partnership coming through also for you. You just got to be ready. Wow. All right. So you do have the Temperance card here, Pisces. Try to keep everything balanced. You are on the right path and you are very divinely guided. Okay. You are being watched by the angels and protected by the angels. So know that. But try to keep your emotions, your work, your children, your family, everything, you know, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Just try to keep it all balanced, okay? Especially your emotions, you know, the way you're thinking, the way you're doing things. Really take it time for yourself because you ignore yourself a lot and you need to start thinking about yourself. Find your courage to speak your truth and what's on your mind. You have the Devil card here, and the Devil card is saying, sometimes you go back to the same patterns that you used to do, like you don't want it to change, but it's going to. Things are going to change because you have the Judgment card here. You yourself are changing, okay? But you go with it. Just go with the flow. Just let it come in. And I feel like at times you do feel like you're stuck, and I feel like, like you have so many priorities that you got to do that you feel like you're the only one doing them. And I feel like until you start speaking your truth or start seeing or doing it, speaking what's on your mind, it's not going to change. Even if it's hard to do it, you still need to do it, okay? Because you're giving, and doing, but you're not taking care of yourself in the process, and you really need to. You're very strong-willed. You're very independent, and you can do anything, Pisces. You can. You've shown that you can rise back up from anything that's going on in your life. But you still need to trust yourself, trust your decisions, work on yourself. Trust your intuition. And rest and take care of yourself because you're a priority too. Without you, nothing gets done. Without you, nothing happens. So really think about taking care of you. Wow. All right. So Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. God bless.